It's time for the people to stand up and their voices to be heard.
They chant and cheer.
Trump did nothing wrong, and everybody knows it!
Hoping their voices are loud enough to be heard inside the courthouse.
We want Trump!
Pushing up against barricades and circling the block, all to show support for Donald Trump.
In American history, this has never happened to a former president. To me, it's like the assassination of Lincoln and Kennedy.
I don't think what's going on is quite fair, and honestly, I'd like to see this being taken care of after the election.
Police remained on high alert, anxiety spiking with the discovery of a suspicious package. Turned out to be a false alarm that added to tensions on the ground.
Thank you!
Trump himself appeared unfazed, basking in words of encouragement before his date with history. A surreal moment, a Republican presidential frontrunner arriving at court to become the first former president arraigned on federal charges. Trump didn't say a word during the brief appearance. He sat, arms crossed, as the judge went over the indictment, his lawyer entering the not guilty plea for him. No handcuffs required.
President Trump is in a very unique position where he doesn't need to be given a mugshot, obviously. He is not a flight risk. He is the leading candidate of the GOP at the moment.
Hardcore supporters waited in the brutal heat and humidity to cheer on their political hero. Chasing his departing motorcade through the streets to his next campaign appearance. Trump hit up a popular Cuban bakery to glad hand and drum up support. The show must go on.
Food for everyone.
And on it went.
I think it's going great. I think it's a rigged deal here. We have a rigged country. We have a country that's corrupt.
Please welcome the next president.
Insisting to an energetic crowd at a packed fundraiser that he's done nothing wrong.
Whatever documents a president decides to take with him, he has the right to do so. It's an absolute right. This is the law.
So, Katie, what else stood out to you about Trump's fundraiser speech tonight?
He's really changed focus to really narrow down on that indictment. Normally, these kinds of speeches involve a relitigation of the 2020 election and a long list of personal grievances. That wasn't the case tonight. He was solely focused on this. And he really is trying to present the argument that he didn't do anything wrong. It's everyone else, his political opponents. They are the ones who did things wrong. And he's promising that if he's reelected, he'll appoint a special prosecutor to investigate his political opponents. Adrienne.
All right, Katie Simpson in Miami tonight. Thank you. Paul Hunter, as he does, is watching it all from Washington. So, Paul, we've heard grievance, defiance. One thing I'm not hearing from Trump tonight is sort of any sign of anxiety over this indictment.
Yeah, certainly not publicly. Look, Trump is turning his now being a federal criminal defendant into the centerpiece of his appeal, and he's very good at making this kind of thing work for him. The claim he's being targeted by Joe Biden, by Democrats, by the Department of Justice, or any accuser du jour, not only feeds his profile, but importantly, it's used to raise money, as he's doing tonight in New Jersey, as he did literally while flying to New Jersey, sending out a mass email asking for donations. It works, and he'll spend that money smothering his political competitors. It's a stretch to say today was a welcome development for Trump because, in the end, he may go to jail. But in the meantime, he'll work all of this to his political advantage and see how far it takes him.
But, Paul, I suppose that's the whole thing. Is going to jail actually a real threat here?
Let's not forget, these classified documents we talk about involve U.S. military planning, national defense, and nuclear secrets, all of it hardcore stuff. And it's not just that he took it and kept it in a bathroom and showed it off, but that he lied about having it and obstructed authorities. Not to downplay his other legal perils, and there are many, but if a jury convicts him, even with a judge he himself appointed, as is the case here, he'd likely be looking at least 8 to 10 years in prison. These are serious charges.
All right, Paul Hunter in Washington, thank you as always.
You're welcome.